That is so satisfying. Bro, oh my god, what? I could watch this all freaking day. Like, not all the members know how to do this. Like, only 3J do. J-Hope is doing it too, but he's not doing the same thing Jikook are. Jikook are the only ones who are doing the exact same move, and it's so satisfying to watch. Like, the robotic, it's just, it takes me back to my Step Up days, you know? I don't know if you guys grew up with Step Up like I did. They were just, oh my god, it's so good. I cannot with this move. I love it so freaking much. They're just, they're such good dancers. I can't do it. I have to rewind every time. So the first time I look at Jimin, the second time I look at Jungkook, and then the third time I look at them together because they're such, what? Don't even get me started on Jimin's RM verse. Give me laugh like, what? That thing he does. He's like, what? Are you kidding me? No, I love 2.0 an unhealthy amount. Like, bro. Anyway, this is not why we're here, but one more time. Shut up. Everybody go home. It's a wrap. Go home. Everybody's done. It's done. Go home. Anyway, guys, welcome. Oh, hold on. Why am I covering V? Okay, there we go. We can see all of them now. Hey, Otis 7 up in this bitch. Whoa. Welcome back to Jikook Arirang promo moments part 2. What? Part 2. Let's get it. Whoa. On this video, we are focusing on the Spotify swimside moments. Let's go. Without even moving away from the promo peak, let's look at this fast, because who was standing next to each other? The boyfriends, of course. Huh? Set like Jikook, they ain't never finna disappoint, ever. Set like Jikook for the win. Next, we're gonna address the backing. We have to address the backing, because what do you mean JK was backing for Jimin?
Okay. I mean, he's always naked, and I hate it. But,
Naked Jimin.
Okay, too much information.
This backing thing was born from Sugar's concert, and it took off with a life of its own after that. And we go, all the members getting backed at. Like, I get why it started, because to a Sugar, did they Sugar with the hair? I get it. I get why we started backing, okay? I get it, 1000%. I get it. But then we started backing for all the members, and now here we are. And who is JK not to get in on Jimin backs? Like, come on, bro. Like, we already saw him chanting with armies, Jimin. Why wouldn't he back with the armies over Jimin? Like, this is not a surprise. Like, I would have been more surprised if he didn't join in on the backing. I'm just saying.
Okay, too much information.
Okay, now listen, okay? Listen. We could all look at it like, oh, you know, JK was backing for Jimin. It's no big deal, whatever. It's just a small moment. JK was backing for Jimin. On this channel, small moment on this channel. Have you met me? If you thought we were moving on, you are very mistaken. Because first of all, we back up the members because we think they're sexy, okay? Okay, we think they're hot, and that's why we back. Like, that's where the origin of backing people, like, you know, like, you're so hot, you know, because I think you look sexy. That's why I'm barking like a freaking dog. You know what I mean? And JK is over here barking over naked Jimin. Let that sink in. All this started because we talked about naked Jimin. So armies were barking over naked Jimin. JK joined in and barked over the idea of naked Jimin. Hello? Hello? Where is Jin? Jin, help me out here.
Hello? Hello?
Thank you, Jin. Hello? Like, why is no other member backing of a naked Jimin? Hello? Like, look at this mofo. He's blushing. Look at his face. He's blushing. The idea of naked Jimin has him blushing, my guy.
Naked Jimin. 벗고 있다고 집에서. Okay, too much information.
JK got shy because he knows what that means. Because sexy naked Jimin, we start blushing like, bro, that's his man. We're talking about his man while he's naked. Of course, JK is gonna go shy. Of course, he's gonna start blushing because it's naked Jimin and he's seen Jimin naked plenty of times. And in moments that are not so innocent, he's done stuff to naked Jimin, okay? Of course, he will start blushing. I feel like Jikook, we're not talking about the blushing enough. We know JK rarely ever blushes. JK only ever blushes for Jimin. If you want proof, I'll give it to you 1000%. JK doesn't blush. I almost spoke Swahili there. I said doesn't blush ovyo. Ovyo, it means like, you know, it takes a lot to get. In fact, he rarely blushes, JK. It's just, it takes a lot for him to blush. And when he does, it's over Jimin. Okay, so let's not sit on this moment. Let's not sleep on it. Yeah? Backing, blushing, getting all shy at the idea of Jimmy with no clothes, bro. Bro. Okay. We should not sleep over this moment. Man started blushing. That's big. Okay? Do not sleep on. Don't let nobody tell you that this is not a big deal, because it is. We are blushing over the idea of a naked Jimin. So, okay? Let's move on. Psych! We are not moving on. What do you mean move on? He was biting his lip and staring at Jimin. Guys, first we bark, then we blush, then we think about naked Jimin and we bite our lip. Because he knows how sexy naked Jimin is. He knows in ways that you and I will never know, okay? He was biting his lip. Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Naked Jimin, woof woof. We finished backing and then he bites his lip. He understands. Hey! He understands how sexy Jimin is. He gets it. If anybody gets it, we get it. He gets it. JK gets it. Because he has seen. Why are we not talking about you guys? You're letting me down. You're letting me down. Why are we not talking about JK biting his lip? Over the idea of naked Jimin. Naked Jimin. Woo, woo, woo. And then he looks at him. My guy. Hey! And they want us. Like, they want us. People want us to be normal. People want Jikookers to be normal and start talking about them having sex. When JK is admiring Jimin and biting his lip over the idea of Jimin being naked, bro, how are we not going to talk about it? How are we not going to discuss this? He's blushing because of naked Jimin. And then he bites his lip over naked Jimin. Gay! Very gay. That's very gay. If you're here to tell me that JK is not gay, I'm sorry, it doesn't get gayer than this. He's biting his lip over the idea of another naked man. How is that not gay? Which world are you living in, bro? Which world do you live in? Okay, guys, we can move on now, for real. I mean, we will never truly move on, but in this video, we can move on for now. For now. Let's get it. Let's go on. Before we move on, for truth now, for truth and for real, this naked, okay? Yeah. JK, I understand. I understand. Like this video and comment if you understand why JK was barking and blushing and biting his lip, because he has seen this man naked and y'all went ahead and reminded him all about that. Well, I mean, Jimin did, because he's the one who talked about being naked, but we were the ones barking, and we took JK to places. I'm sorry, JK, but not really. Okay, let's move on to the rest of the innocent PG-13 moments. Psych! I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey guys, we are Vegas.
What's up?
Hey.
반갑습니다.
예.
Hello.
That was JK greeting the army. He obviously thought it was funny. And who is the first person he looks at? Jimin. I don't know if you have ever noticed it, but when JK makes a joke, the first person he looks at is usually Jimin, to see how, if Jimin finds that funny. When I start posting concert moments, there's this moment where during Sugar's verse, JK keeps making the same funny voice and funny joke because Jimin keeps laughing every single time. Most JK's jokes, even though he tells to all the seven, even though he tells all the group, he normally always first looks at Jimin to see how he likes it. Did he like the joke? Did he find it funny? This is very natural among couples or among people who are close. They don't even have to be like couple, your best friends or whatever. The person you spend the most time with, if you give a joke and then it's, you thought it was funny, you're gonna look at them to see, did they find it funny? But it's mostly a couple thing, really. And before you come for me and be like, oh, Shaz, how do you know JK is looking at Jimmy? He could be looking at RM, he could be looking at the host. So that was from the official channel. So here is from the fan cam.
Hey guys, we are
Hello.
Both are actually focusing more on JK, but even if I didn't have like both angles, I wouldn't need convincing or proof that he was looking at Jimin, because this is what JK does. JK admires his man a lot and he's always looking at Jimin. We have a history of it, so this is, sorry, it's not up for debate. Okay, moving on.
일단 제일 중요한 거는 저희가 너무 오랜 거는 너무 보고 싶었고 드디어 이렇게 무대를 보여드릴 수 있게 돼서 너무 영광인 순간인 것 같습니다.
Like I said, the way he looks at Jimin is the JK thing, right? Like I said, JK staring at Jimin is not up for debate. We don't need to see different angles to know that JK was staring at Jimin. So you want to argue, go argue with the wall. Thank you. Also, can we talk about how Jimin can feel JK's eyes on him? Like, there are times where JK stares at Jimin and you can see that Jimin can feel it. Like, sometimes when someone is staring at you, you can feel that there's somebody just looking at you. They live together, they sleep together, they see each other every single day, or almost every single day. Like Jimin told us that his favorite thing is to wake up and sing Jungkook, okay? They are with each other all the time, but still, JK can't get enough of his man. I can't. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
해봐. 하하하하 안 돼. 하네.
And because we know JK is always looking at Jimin and directs all his jokes at Jimin, so I am pretty sure he was looking straight at Jimin when telling this joke, not RM. Even though he was answering RM, he was telling this joke to Jimin, even though he's telling everybody, including Ami. Now, as we can see, J-Hope are the ones who laughed the most at this ha 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 joke. Now, we're not going to talk about J-Hope because he dies quite easily. any joke if Sammy J-Hope is gonna be, yeah. But Jimin almost falling off his chair because somehow that was so funny. I I don't think this was hilarious. I mean, a giggle at best, but they died so hard over this. This is JK laughing over Jimin's jokes all over again, even when they're not that funny. It goes both ways. Jimin does the same thing, always laughing over J. Like he thinks JK is so funny. And they are funny. But sometimes these two just find each other like funnier than everybody else thinks. Like I said, J-Hope doesn't count because J-Hope is too easy to make laugh. And Jin looks like he found it funny too, but still, it's a Jikook video, so we're focusing on the fact that Jimin almost got up. Like, that was so funny. He almost did. Honestly.
His new album's main track, Swim.
Swim.
지금 어떤 노래죠, 정씨?
계속 헤엄치는 노래. 약간 스마일. 맞긴 해.
So I'm watching a compilation of their funny moments, right? And case in point, Jimin being the only one laughing so hard. He's the only one who finds that JK joke hysterical, bruh. The next moment, nobody's talking about it. Because I guess nobody considered it a moment. I bet nobody's even looking for this. But because I'm always like, ooh, I spot, like, I miss a lot, but I also spot a lot. And it's something that I'm noticing is happening even now when you watch concert moments where Jikook will miss each other, right? It's like JK is singing or he's dancing or he's doing nothing, and then he looks at Jimin, but Jimin doesn't notice. Or Jimin is trying JK to look at him, JK doesn't notice. Or JK sings to Jimin, Jimin doesn't notice, and vice versa. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, they haven't performed in so long. They need, I guess they need a while to find their footing again and start being in sync and, but for now, it's just, it's funny to me. And I'm going to keep clocking and posting these moments because they are very amusing to me. When Jikook look at each other during performances, like we talk about that all over Twitter, all over TikTok, we talk about it all the time. When they're walking, passing by and they give a high five, we talk about it all. But nobody talks about when they tried and failed. And so I want to talk about it. Gotta talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly up in this bitch. I clocked it and I was like, oh, JK, your man is trying to, can't you feel him? Yeah. Sorry, Jimin. Not to worry, guys. It has happened a lot to JK too during the concerts. Like, there's this one really funny moment. I don't know if they were singing normal. And both of them kept... Or is it Into the Sun? I can't remember. I'll post about it. I'll get into the concert moment. I will post about it. Where JK looked at Jimin and then Jimin was not looking. And then Jimin looked at it. They kept missing each other. And I thought it was so amusing. Anyway, on to the next. Now, I don't know how involved members are when it comes to input in the choreo. I know it happens. But most of the time it's the choreographers. So we'll never know if this was up to Jikook or not, but it was nice. It was nice to see, they reminded us of this, and I personally really appreciate it. Give us more of that, please. Even the waves are in sync now. Same speed and everything. Like, bruh. So the Jikook matching, we're actually getting quite a lot of it. I love it. Obviously from the stylists when it comes to like performances and shit. But I'm glad to see it. You're not gonna find me complaining. Because while these are not their personal choices, they're from the stylist, Jikook still have the same taste. Like literally from the airport yesterday, it was the same pants. Like they're sharing pants now. That wasn't matching. That was the same pants. I'm telling you. But we'll talk about that in a different video. Before I talk about this last and final Jeonlous moment, can we just take a second to appreciate fan cams, right? Because we all watched this Sportside Swimside video, which I'm still mad at for cutting out Jimmy's fan chat, by the way. But we all watched it, and there was no Jikook moments really. So if you want for fan cams, we would get nothing. Like, all I'm hearing is people who are watching these concerts on Weavers are like, where is all the jikookery? Because every time they try to do something, the camera pans away or there's a cut or whatever. Like, I'm not saying it's on purpose, but it looks like it's on purpose, okay? If it weren't for fan cams, we would get no moments, honestly, at this point. So I'm very, very grateful for fan cams. But this moment, I wasn't able to, it wasn't in any fan cams. It was in the official video. And I saw it immediately. I was like, why is nobody talking about this? Because the way JK, oh my God, let's watch the moment first.
See? See that? And why? See? See that?
Again, why is nobody talking about this? Because it was so obvious to me. As soon as Jimmy touches RM, JK looks the freak away. Now, I want to say something. I made a video about recent Jeonlous moments, and someone in the comment section was like, you guys, we're just over here having fun, but nobody's thinking about JK. Like, he's over here feeling like shit, but we're here celebrating. Like, JK is feeling bad. Why are we, And here is what I want to talk about when it comes to Jikook jealousy. It's not necessarily them being jealous. What is being jealous? Jealous is like, it insinuates like JK thinks RM is gonna steal Jimin from him. And that is not what's going on here. On my Tumblr, I normally call it bothered. JK was just bothered. Okay, because these are his members. This is Namjoon, for fuck's sake. Like, he trusts all his members. He trusts Jimin 1000%. So it's not that he thinks members are gonna steal Jimin or this is gonna. Sometimes it applies. Okay, sometimes that does apply. Like during award shows. When it's sometimes it applies, but a lot of the time that's not what's happening. JK is just, he's bothered by this, so he doesn't want to see it. What does he do? He looks away. And when this happened, immediately I remembered the one time he ever did this and it stuck with me. It happened with Yoonmin. JK did not want to see that ish. He did not want to see it. And you know what? It's fair. It's fair. This is where it stems from, alright? So, it's okay for Mini Money to be all over each other. It's okay for Taekook. It's okay for Vimin. It's okay for J-Hope. Like, it's literally okay for every JK and Jimin ship to do whatever they want to do. But when Jikook do it, it's a problem. Like, why? Okay, we know why. It's because they're a couple, they're in a relationship, the company recognizes this, and they don't approve. And not that they don't approve of the relationship, but they're afraid of Jikooking too much because, they're a couple. So they're not allowed to do certain things with each other. And so, of course, it can be annoying. It can be annoying that Jimin is doing this, but if it was JK doing this to Jimin or Jimin doing this to JK, RM would give them a side eye, or members would react a certain way, or we would get a cut, or you know how it is. So when we see Jeonlous, when we see Jeonlous, it's mostly about how it's okay for other Jimin ships and other JK ships to do whatever the fuck they want. But when Jikook wanna do things with each other, even if they are innocent, it's not okay. So that is annoying. It would annoy me. It's annoying and it gets to them and they get bothered by things like that. So it's not that they're necessarily jealous of their members that they've known for over 10 years. No, that's not what that is. In fact, most of them are straight. So that's not what this is. It's just that Sugar can do whatever he wants with Jimmy, like squeeze his butt and do whatever. And when JK does it, everybody like freaks out. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. And then also there's the situation of RM and Sugar. RM is Jimin's type, and so JK doesn't want to see his man all over RM. Like, he's not jealous. He knows nothing's gonna happen. But if he doesn't want to look at it, he's not gonna look at it. And if that means almost breaking his neck, so be it, I guess.
See? See that? See that? And why?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. As soon as Jimmy touches RM, Jiggy's like, nope. No, thank you. I'm not seeing anybody talking about this. That's what you should like and subscribe to me and turn on the notification bell, because up in here we dig up moments that are not on Twitter, that are not on TikTok. So you should join the family, okay? Honestly, guys, I really appreciate you. Like, I read your comments and you guys are like so funny. Honestly, you're always just making me laugh when I come to read the comments and everything. It's just, I love just you guys are amazing, okay? So just keep commenting, because I genuinely appreciate it. Like, not just because of the, what's it called? When people comment engagement, right? Engagement. No, I just like talking to fellow Jikookers who understand, Jikookers who we are on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? So yeah, these are all the moments from the Spotify swimside thing. I'll be back with more videos. I will do my best. Okay? I will see you soon. Addicted. I'm an addict, I'm addicted. I'm addicted. It's so good. It's so satisfying. I can't. Have a good day, guys.